All right, so you have decided to make the switch from your typical brick and mortar and are thinking of coming full-time St. John's Virtual School. In this presentation, we're going to go over some topics that will lead you to being successful in a virtual setting and also expectations. The first item in order to be successful in virtual is you must be self-motivated. All right, you must want to do this. You cannot rely on others, so you can't rely on your parents or guardians to constantly stay on you to do this. So stay self-motivated. The second item is pacing and not procrastinating. So as this little snippet shows, you don't have to go fast, you just have to go. So what does this mean? It means you do not want to fall behind. One of the biggest obstacles in a virtual setting is once a student falls behind, it's that much harder for them to catch back up. Being in our full-time program, if you fall behind, you will be called the next week and it will be mandatory for you to come to our campus until you catch up. All right, so a very neat thing with virtual is you can stay ahead. You can work as far ahead as you'd like. You can finish a week, 2, 3 weeks before everyone else in the district does, if you're maintaining that pace and staying ahead. All right, and finish and start winter or summer break early, just as I said, along with the winter break, summer break. We see a lot of our students finish their actual coursework a few weeks before everyone else. So pacing and do not procrastinate. The next item is you want to create a daily school schedule. So go in and set a schedule for each day. Either you can plan the night before, or what a lot of people do is they'll plan for the week. So they'll set their schedule for the week, say on Sunday, and whether that means spacing your time out Monday through Friday to be working, or what students can do is whatever schedule is going to work for them. If they need to be done by Wednesday, they can figure out what all they need to do in order to meet their weekly commitments. And finish out by Wednesday. So then, they'll have a 4-day weekend every weekend, or if they have to go and do dance or some other item. So it just helps out. All right, so number 4 would be stay connected. What does this mean? So it means getting up and going and exercising. It means interacting with those peers, with your friends, getting out, get out of the house, play some sports. Whatever that extra curricular activity that you want to do, just stay constant with it. All right, go to coffee houses, meet up with friends. Just get out in society. Don't just get engulfed in your virtual setting. All right, we have academic days here for St. John's Virtual full time. So what does this mean? It means every Wednesday, you being a full-time student have the opportunity, or every other Wednesday, I'm sorry, to come on our campus and meet with our teachers, see other peers. So if you're stuck or you're struggling, this is a good opportunity for you to meet with one of your subject area teachers and work through any issues that you're seeing, or if you need something clarified. And next, study groups. So the study groups, you can also do them here for academic days. You can do them out in the world. It's just staying involved. So, having a way to stay engaged in society. All right, number 5, write out your assignment and when you want to complete. So all assignments for the week are due that Friday by 5 p.m. Plan ahead. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of students will plan it out and be done by that Wednesday or Thursday. Whatever's going to work for you. You do not want to fall behind because you're in a virtual setting, so you don't have to come on campus, right? Even though we'd love to see you and we got the room for you, to an extent. Just make sure you plan it out, and the best way to do this is to write it down, write out a schedule and what's going to work for you. So this is going to be one of the most important things. So you are deciding to come to a virtual education setting. So you want to make sure you have a designated workspace. So your bed is not best for this. So you're going to sit in your bed, you're going to watch TV, you're going to get distracted, you're going to fall asleep. So get up, get out of that bed, and either have an office or a comfortable setting for learning, and that's definitely what we recommend. So if being outside is the best way for you to learn, or sitting at your dining room table, that is a great idea. Or have a desk in your bedroom. Just have that specific learning area and make sure it is free of distractions. All right, number 7, take good notes. So with all of your courses, they're currently being in a proctored setting. So what's cool is you can actually bring your notes, any student created notes, anything you type up, anything that you write, you can bring with you for these for any of your exams. You can't use any past tests. You can't use anything that is pulled straight from the courses that you did not produce. So they're open notes. So take good quality notes and find that happy medium. So look for quality over quantity notes. So what does that mean? It means don't just write down everything that's on your screen. Find the meaning, find what's important, and jot those down. The same way that, if there's a teacher and you're in a classroom setting where you take the notes and the main points. So number 8 is take hourly breaks. And I can honestly say that everyone in a virtual or office setting is going to not do very well at this. So I struggle with this daily. I try to go for a walk each day just to kind of, refresh and get everything together. I definitely don't take it hourly, but I'm trying to improve and get there. So you may feel like you're on a roll, but your brain needs a break. Okay, so set a timer, set something to remind you to get up, stretch, and just make sure you're eating. Just take a quick little break, and this will keep you fresh in a virtual setting. All right, number 9 is the most important aspect of virtual education, and that's communication. All right, so most individuals we see slip in a virtual setting because they refuse to effectively communicate either with their parents, their teachers, with administrators, or with other students. All right, so you must talk with teachers, students, and admins at times. If a medical situation comes up, let somebody know. If you're having struggles at home, let somebody know. Reach out to us. If you're losing motivation, let somebody know. Don't let it linger. That first week, let us know. And, we can talk with you. We can get you any help that you're needing, or, whatever's going to push you to finish, because it's just going to add more stress the farther you put this off. Okay. All right, number 10 is a very important factor with full-time St. John's Virtual, and that is state testing. So all state testing is mandatory, and you must take it on our campus. All right, so you must come to our campus for all state assessments. Those are all in the spring, or if you're trying to do a makeup, throughout the year. All right, you must arrive at least 15 minutes early. Make sure you study and prepare, and we'll have resources and other items to help you out with this. Again, they are mandatory, and they're mandatory on the St. John's Virtual School campus. You cannot go to another school for state assessments. At the current moment, today is 6/5/2020. We're dealing with proctored exams for full-time St. John's Virtual. We are currently looking into that. So if you're listening to this now, there are proctored exams that are at the end of each semester, and you must also report to our campus for these. All right, so you gained a little information with St. John's Virtual School. So now you're wondering, what do we look for when you're applying? First thing, we're looking at your grades. Second, we're looking to see if you were successful in a previous virtual course. Were you withdrawn from that course? Did you fail that course? Those play into deciding whether you're accepted into our full-time program, because we are a program of choice. Our next item that we look at is your state assessment scores. Next, we look at attendance. You got to go to school. That shows a commitment, and you don't have to meet tardies. And lastly, we're looking at discipline issues. Specifically, we're looking into issues with social media, if you were disciplined at your school, dealing with that. And so now you're thinking, all right, well, here we are. It's the end of the 2020 school year. We did totally awesome with the quarter four, and what we saw, we can definitely do. Well, I just want to be real with you. So what you saw in that quarter four was not the true rigor and the true commitment that's expected with a full-time virtual school student. Um, so if you're thinking that's all it is, there's a lot more commitment. There's a commitment from you as a parent. Students that are in kindergarten through fifth grade, we're looking for a commitment of 3 to 5 hours per day. And then for 6 to 12th grade, we're looking anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. So it's pretty much aligned with how long you're going to school. So I mean, it is schooling, and there's a lot of time that's committed to being successful in this. So you're still interested, but you're like, oh, I don't have grades for this. So another course that we can do, or another route that we can go, is if you're not a senior, you can come in and go home education for 1 semester and then reapply to St. John's Virtual School and show us that you were successful in that virtual setting. Um, it's just a good way to keep the door open. It's a trial way to see that this is and can be the best situation for your student. Time to learn more about St. John's Virtual School. If you have more questions or if you want to find out more information, please visit us at www.stjohnsvirtual.com. You can also call us at area code 904-547-8081. As always, go Rams!